Adam Townsend,
Here.
Larry Knopfinger,
Here.
Frank Stevenson,
Here.
Glenda Wade.
Here.
Mayor, we do have a quorum.
All right, the first order of business is the approval of the June 2nd meeting minutes.
June 2nd meeting of the Madisonville City Council was held in the City Council chambers at 4:30 p.m. It was called to order by Frank Stevenson. We had the pledge and invocation by Chief Steve Bryan. All council members were present for that meeting. We had approval of the minutes of the special called City Council meeting on May the 12th was approved. We had approval of bills and payroll. We had a proclamation. We had department reports from Business License and Zoning Department. We had a first reading of an ordinance amending the City of Madisonville annual budget for the fiscal year July 1st, 2024 through June 30th, 2025 by estimating revenues and resources and appropriating funds for the operation of city government. We had a resolution that was approved for the Land and Water Conservation Grant Mar Park Nature Area Phase 2. We had a municipal order that was approved for a reappointment of Mary Haley Hancock to the Tree Board. We also had an appointment of Clay Williams to the Zoning Adjustment Board that was approved. We had a discussion about zoning map amendment on Shamrock, where we had a motion to have a public hearing in regard to the zoning map amendment, and then we had a motion to adjourn.
Any corrections to the minutes? If not, do I have a motion to approve?
So moved.
Do I have a second?
Second.
Motion and second. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Hearing none, motion passes. Next, we'll have the approval of bills and payroll.
We have the total general fund of $328,828.83, total sanitation of $86,816, total maintenance of $15,705, total electric utility of $94,943.32, total water filter of $162,028.19, and total wastewater collection and treatment of $190,900.80. We have estimated biweekly payroll of governmental of $56,029, police $165,217, fire $169,840, transportation $32,018, cemetery $3,305, park $25,645, sanitation $49,274, maintenance garage of $8,474, light fund $97,774, wastewater treatment of $19,396, wastewater collection $37,567, water and filter $61,087 for a total estimated biweekly payroll of $725,628.
Do I have a motion to approve the bills and payroll?
So move.
Do I have a second?
Second.
Motion and second. Any questions? All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Hearing none, motion passes. Next, we'll have the department reports. We'll start with Chief Jason Eli and the fire department.
Good afternoon, Mayor Cotton, City Council. For the month of May, we had 88 medical runs, 40 fire runs for a total of 128 runs. 18.75% of those runs were overlapping. We had a pre-incident value of $10,000 and a fire loss of $10,000. Our dispatch to responding time was an average of 1 minute and 44 seconds, and our dispatch to arrival was 5 minutes and 5 seconds. We spent an average of 15 minutes and 6 seconds on scene, and we had a total of 1,389 training hours for the month. We did 37 pre-incident inspections, 15 fire prevention inspections. We had 382 code enforcement cases. And then we had in our community outreach, we had 8 programs. We issued 0 smoke detectors, and we had contacts of 245 for adult and 196 for child. If you look on page 2, it has a breakdown by percentage for our runs, what types of runs. And then if you go to page 3, it has a breakdown of each of the major class. Questions?
Questions for Chief Eli? Chief, can you give us an update on the fire station number 2 design?
Yes, of course, we're currently we have some preliminary drawings, and we're reviewing those with the firefighters to see if there's any kind of issues and getting their insight on it. I was just speaking with engineering, and we're looking to maybe do some core drilling and to ensure that the site's safe and sound and everything. We've got all of our preliminary hazmat inspections back, and all that was cleared. So I'm just progressing slowly.
All right. Good deal. Thank you very much, sir. Next, we'll have Chief Steve Bryan with the Police Department.
Afternoon, Mayor Cotton and council members. Police Department report for May of 2025. We answered 4,391 total call responses, made 316 arrests, 86 felonies, and 230 non-felonies, investigated 53 accidents, and average response time is 3.88 minutes. Over to page 2, the drug seizures for the month. The total street value, $3,165, and the most common drug seized was marijuana, closely followed by methamphetamine. Page 5. Traffic accidents, highest times were on Wednesdays at around 3 p.m. On to the last page. Part 1 crimes calendar year to date, down 29%. All others down 24%, and the total is down 24%. That's calendar year to date. Be happy to answer any questions.
Any questions for Chief Bryan?
Good job.
Chief, can you give us an update on the Police Academy?
Sir, the first class will graduate Wednesday this week. So it's been successful. I think they've got about 21 recruits from all over Western Kentucky that'll graduate. The ceremony is going to be at the Byrne Auditorium at the MCC Health Campus on 3 p.m. Wednesday afternoon. And then the next class will begin, they'll begin their virtual part of their training in July. They'll be here in person in August. So it's going pretty good.
Thanks, sir.
Sir.
Next, we have new business. We have council committee report.
Mayor, the Utilities, Transportation, and Engineering Committee met today about a stormwater update, and I would like to make a motion to go out for bid for the Lunsford Street stormwater repair.
All right, we have a motion. Do we have a second?
Second.
We have a motion and a second. Any questions? All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Hearing none, motion passes. Next, we'll move on to the first reading of an ordinance authorizing the acceptance of a public street, alley, or way, or the authorizing of the closing of the same.
Be it ordained by the City of Madisonville, Kentucky as follows, whereas the following described street, alley, or way has been dedicated as a public street, alley, or way by specific reference thereto by deeds of record in the Hopkins County Court Clerk's Office, and whereas the City of Madisonville desires to accept the dedication of said street, alley, or way so that same may be legally closed as herein provided, and whereas all property owners who abut the public street, alley, or way have consented in writing to the proposed closing of the street, alley, or way, and now therefore be it ordained by the City of Madisonville, Kentucky, that the dedication of the following described street, alley, or way is hereby accepted by the City of Madisonville, and the following findings of fact are made with reference hereto. And it's got a description of the property that is going to be closed. All property owners in abutting the street, alley, or way to be closed are as follows, and it's Hopkins County Economic Development, Garrett Tomlinson, Quang Lam, Ruby Junction, LLC, Oates Street, Row House Condominium Association. And written notice of the proposed closing was given to all property owners in or abutting the public street, alley, or way being closed, and all property owners in or abutting the public street, alley, or way being closed have given their written notarized consent to the closing, and copies of the written consents are attached hereto. Upon entry of the ordinance adopted by the City of Madisonville, the partial closure of the right-of-way, the property currently designed as right-of-way shall revert to Ruby Junction LLC or its successors and will be incorporated into the development project. Ruby Junction LLC shall assume all rights, responsibilities, and control over the property for future use and development. Accordingly, based upon the findings and facts herein, it is ordered and ordained that the public street, alley, or way described herein is being closed effective upon publication of this ordinance. A copy of this ordinance shall be filed of record in the Hopkins County Court Clerk's Office as required by KRS 82.405 subsection 2.
All right, next we'll move into the second reading of the ordinance, amending the City of Madisonville annual budget for the fiscal year July 1st, 2024 through June 30, 2025 by estimating revenues and resources and appropriating funds of the operation of the city government.
Section 1, that the annual budget for the fiscal year beginning July 1st, 2024 and ending June 30th, 2025 is hereby amended as follows. See Exhibit A attached here too that describes that. There's a summary there on Exhibit A, and then there is also a explanation that Diana Phillips has provided.
Do I have a motion to approve the amended budget for the fiscal year July 1, 2024 through June 30, 2025?
So moved.
Do I have a second?
Second.
I have a motion and a second. Any questions? Kim, can we have a roll call vote?
Yes, sir. Misty Cavanaugh,
Yes.
Adam Townsend,
Yes.
Larry Knopfinger,
Yes.
Frank Stevenson,
Yes.
and Glenda Way.
Yes.
All right, motion passes. Next, we have resolution to declare property as surplus.
Yes, there is a, whereas the city of Madisonville owns the following property, it's 516.817 square feet of 0.012 acres and 525.108 square feet of 0.012 acres of property on the east side of South Main Street, Madisonville, Kentucky. There is a description attached here too. This property is the walls of Clemens Jewelers and the property right beside McGarry Place. They request to dispose of the property by means appropriate according to KRS 82.083. Now therefore be it resolved as follows, that the 0.356 acres is now declared as surplus property, and the city is authorized to dispose of the property means incorporated herein.
Do I have a motion to approve the resolution to declare property as surplus?
So move.
Do I have a second?
Second.
I have a motion and a second. Any questions? All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Hearing none, motion passes. Next, we have a resolution to transfer surplus properties.
Whereas the city of Madisonville owns the property that was just described by deed book 496, page 80, as described on the survey descriptions attached as Exhibit A, and the city of Madisonville will convey to Bose Holding the 5.16.817 square feet and to Jeffrey and Beverly Crick the 525.108 square feet pursuant to KRS 82.083 subsection 4B for economic development purposes. Now therefore be it resolved that the city council authorize the mayor to execute the deeds from the city of Madisonville to Bose Holding and to Jeffrey and Beverly Crick.
Do I have a motion to approve the resolution to transfer surplus properties?
So moved.
Do I have a second?
Second.
Motion and second. Any questions? All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Hearing none, motion passes. Next, we'll move on for an item for discussion, permission to contract services from local businesses owned by city employees or has an interest in said businesses.
There's a list of names that these individuals either work for or own a percentage of the business or maybe have some kind of salesman or something for that. In the event that the city may ever do business with these businesses, these are listed.
So one business that is not on here that we need to add to the list is Brothers Barbecue. That is a business that has been utilized in the city.
Yours is on a financial statement that is provided already.
Okay.
That we've already approved by the Ethics Commission, so
Okay,
that's
perfect.
why that one is not on there.
I just wanted to make sure.
Yes, I understand, I understand.
For transparency
Yeah,
there.
your financial statement shows that we do
Okay.
each year.
All right. Do I have a motion to approve the list of local businesses owned by city employees that has an interest in said business to
So
be able
moved.
to enter into contract or engage?
So moved.
We have a motion, do we have a second?
Second.
Motion and a second. Any questions?
This is a list of people who we're authorizing to be able to bid on an arm's length relationship like anybody else.
They go through the same bid system as everybody else, and if they're the best,
Correct. If there's a need for bid for the services, yes.
good. I think that ought to be.
All right, we have a motion and a second. Any other questions? All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion passes. Next, we'll move on to utility connections for 196 Lennon Road.
For 96 Lennon Road. It's a water connection that is outside the city limits that we will provide water for this.
All right, do we have a motion to approve the utility connection at 96 Lennon Road?
Move.
Do we have a second?
Second.
Motion and a second. Any questions? All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Hearing none, motion passes. Next, we have our municipal road aid fund.
This shows the municipal road aid program where the cash balance carried forward is $452,939. Anticipated revenues is $725,000 for total available for appropriation is $1,177,939. And then we also have a local government economic assistance, which shows the cash balance carried forward is $220,223. Anticipated revenues of $153,000 for total available for appropriation is $373,223. The city's proposed use of municipal road aid and local government economic assistance program funds are available for public inspection at City Hall during normal business hours.
This is open for public comments, so is there any public comments related to the municipal aid road funds and road aid program or the local government assistance program? Not, and if you have questions at a later date, please feel free to reach out to Land and Gambling and our Transportation Department. All right, next we have a motion to adjourn.
Motion to adjourn.
Second.
We have a motion and a second. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
We stand adjourned. Thank you.